Greetings. What do you need?
Can we go to Samin now?
Well, the outfit isn't terrible, but it's still not quite right.
This isn't good enough.
Henry, we're supposed to look like we belong there, so you'd better try hard if you don't have anything better. Farewell, Henry.
Hungry. Can we go to Samin now?
I told you to take more.
This isn't good enough.
Henry, if you don't. Farewell, Henry. Till we
really
meet
need to
again,
eat something.
Henry.
Can we go to Samin now?
I told you.
This isn't good.
Henry, we're supposed to look like we belong there, so you'd better try harder. If you don't have anything better to wear, go to the tailor and buy nicer clothes. It was good to see you, my friend.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, the place by the Zhehorovka. Stream.
What then?
Can we go to Samin now?
That wasn't too hard, was it? It suits you. You won't look out of place now.
Good to hear. Should we go?
Hold on a while. I'll get washed and dressed, then we can go.
Welcome, Miller. Who are your companions?
Who do you think? More guests.
Crazo, my friend. So you've arrived. And you're bringing company?
Sir, allow me to introduce Miss Kvieta from Kolin. She's an acquaintance of mine. That is, I knew her parents. They were burghers.
I was passing by, and Miller Crazel was kind enough to ask me to accompany him. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all. I wouldn't turn away a visitor from so far away.
Lord Samin, why didn't you tell me you were expecting a lovely lady?
I'm just as surprised as you are. This is Goodwife Kvieta.
Miss Kvieta, from Colleen. It's an honour, Master Chamberlain.
And who are you, lad?
Henry. I'm helping Miller Crazel.
I brought him along to chaperone Miss Kvieta. She doesn't know anyone here, so I didn't want to leave her alone.
The services of your lad will not be required. I'll be happy to take care of Miss Kivieta. Of course, only if she wants to.
It would be an honor, Master Chamberlain.
You can leave, boy.
But, Master Chamberlain, you wouldn't just send Henry off, would you?
There's food and drink aplenty. We can easily accommodate one more guest.
Thank you. What about Lord von Berghoff? Has he arrived yet? I'd love to meet him.
The Royal Chamberlain is certainly not interested in the likes of you, boy.
Well, he hasn't arrived yet anyway.
I'm sure he'll come. You don't have to worry, sir.
I hope so. We can't hold off the ceremony until evening.
Oh, plenty of daylight left. At least you can get rid of those flea-ridden beggars by the gate in the meantime.
What? They're back? Tuma! Didn't I tell you to chase them away?
I drove them off, but they came back.
Close the gate so the guests don't see them. They must be gone by the time Lord von Berghoff arrives. Every last one, you hear?
Oh dear. You seem a little jumpy.
Of course it's because of him. What if it all ends up in disgrace? What if he turns up at the gate and leaves? I know he's capable of that.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Thanks, but I can't ask that of you. What kind of host would that make me?
If the boy offers voluntarily, you shouldn't turn him down. If he proves himself, perhaps we can introduce him to Lord von Berghoff as a reward, if that's what he wants.
I promise I won't bring shame on you.
We'll see. In the meantime, you can...
See now, Henry?
There's plenty of other entertainment, too. In short, a proper wedding. Eat and drink to your heart's content. Rejoice! It's a big day.
One more thing, sir.
What else?
They're, weapons.
Yes, of course. Please leave your weapons with Tuma. You surely understand, it's...
Like from Ma's kitchen.
But do it from a distance, so he won't hear you.
It is roasting.
That old fart couldn't hear me if I yelled in his ear. Did you see the way that old...
Oh my, this smells so good.
Like all grumpy old folk.
What's eating him so much that he's a wet
Like
blanket?
from Ma's kitchen.
Even at a wedding.
How should I know? Aching knees? Back pain?
Like
Or
from
an
Ma's kitchen.
Or a bad conscience.
I saw old Horbrand. You better avoid him. so
Like,
you don't
oh
lose the
my, this smells so good.
Starts on us all the time. I'm only defending myself. Hear me if I yelled in his ear. Did you see the way that old geezer
Hungry already?
looked at me?
Old brown scouser everywhere.
Are you admiring your work? I'm not fond of
Don't you do that. So he won't
It is roasting.
blame me if I yelled in his ear. Did you see the way that old geezer looked at me?
You're forgetting I have a younger sister.
And what are you going to do? I don't know, Betty.
You there? A word, if you will.
What is it?
I'll tell you, but come closer. Young man, would you dance with my daughter? No one has asked her for a dance yet, and Dubravka...
Why isn't anyone dancing?
She's so... The cheekier girls always steal all the boys.
Indeed. Well, we can't let her sit in a corner.
She'll be so happy. But be gentle with her, though. Christ, pardon me.
How are you?
I'm Dobra.
Would you like to dance with me?
Dan,
Don't worry about the people. Just keep looking at me, and you won't care about anyone else. How about I get you something to drink?
well,
What do you fancy? Here you are. Wine for the fair maid.
thank you. I don't drink very often.
Today is a special occasion.
So we should at his age. So,
Let there be music.
Or a bite to eat. I just saw a whole platter of
And he was telling her something about...
What an idiot. Ow.
oh, that was beautiful.
You dance like a
You were hopping around. You...
Wanting to get away from his noble duties sometimes. Easy for you to say. You don't have to look at them.
This smells so good.
And you're awesome.
Ah, Yurko.
He's so stupid he can't
can't even see how he's embarrassing himself. Whereas she knows it all too well. And I bet she...
Hey, I know you. You fought with us at the...
Right. That was...
Right you are. You were outnumbered.
You know how it is.
I could tell. Anyway, as far as you and...
It's all good.
See?
I hope not.
I know you're not. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Svatya.
So I've heard.
This is Vitek.
The son of the biggest drunkard around, fortunately.
I've heard about him.
I'm sure you'd...
Quiet, you two. Sakura. Now I don't know what he said, Christ.
Whose?
Look over there. That pretty girl and the...
What's it about?
When some...
and makes an Mishka. That...
Well, actually...
gander.
Well, I suppose...
Jesus, let's bet... My money's on Henry. I'll wait.
I'm in.
Whoa! You and I will get along...
Well, you get along.
I don't know who I pity...
Platter of roast meats.
Thanks. I'm not hungry.
Oh, Mishka, dearest.
Really? Isn't it the other way?
You keep me...
You poor try.
How
I can hardly...
how I long to... And...
Enough.
That makes two of us.
And...
I'm Henry.
What do you want here?
To make the acquaintance of the young damsel.
She's not willing.
The damsel has a voice.
And may I know it?
Mishka.
Now look here.
Anything wrong?
I spoke to her.
Are we on the market?
You think you can amuse Mishka?
I don't know. But I'd like to try it.
Another one?
Be my guest. So let's see if you...
Leave it off. Mishka's not interested in any poems.
Finally. Thank you.
Mishka, is it true?
Aye. And if you didn't listen only to yourself, you'd realise that.
But I thought you liked it.
Well, do you know what it means to think?
I don't understand this at all. But girls like poems. All of them. Ma said so.
Recite to your ma, then.
But...
Sorry I didn't realise.
Better late than never.
But...
Hey, come along with me, Henry.
Fucking hell. See what you did? Mishka would be mine if it wasn't for your meddling.
Isn't it better here?
It's a nice place. Thanks for showing it to me. It's definitely quieter here.
I come here when I want to be alone. Or when I'm washing laundry.
You want to be alone? At a wedding?
It's not that. Every time. Some fella comes sniffing around me, telling all about how he's so...
I didn't behave much better.
But you came round in the end.
Fortunately.
Enough of that. I'd rather hear about you. You're not a local.
Where am I from?
Unless it's a secret.
I'm from Ratai. Well, it's my new home.
New?
Because my village was torched. So I fled there.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Wouldn't you like to dance? It'll take your mind off things.
I'd rather have a drink.
Henry! You're in...
Have one with me.
For sure.
So.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Would you look at that? How did it go?
Mishka's a nice girl.
I don't doubt it.
No, we were just
Talking.
That's all.
Give him a break.
Either way, it looks like I won the bet.
That's true. Oh well, that's what everybody here drinks to.
I should go and see Lord Semi. He looked worried, and I promised I'd help him. He'll introduce me to Lord von Berghoff in return.
Wow. How brave you are.
How do you like the food so far?
I haven't had such a nice meal.
I'm here to help you, sir.
I said you didn't have to.
Well, I made a promise.
That too.
I haven't had the pleasure yet.
They're with my nephew Jörg.
I'll try to keep an eye on them.
You'd be pulling a thorn from...
What about the beggars, sir?
Try asking...
I'll talk to Tuma and we'll work something out.
Well, try to be done with it before Lord...
Of course.
Thanks, Henry.
Anyhow, old brother, how are you?
You're Henry, right? So, if they get some food, they'll be...
So what kind of food?
If it was up to me, but the cook keeps saying there's no... She put the scraps...
Isn't there any way I could reason with her?
That's not going to be easy. He put her in charge of the wedding already cost him a fortune. If he starts giving to the poor as well, there'll be hell to pay.
Where can I find the...
In the kitchen.
Where's the pantry?
Right behind the kitchen.
Have you tried just that?
Why would I do that?
How can you be so sure? She was with her daughter. I'll try to...
Are you
I'm not.
Then you must be done.
No, if I can't reason with the cook...
Well, if you do, just make sure she doesn't catch...
Did you notice if she ever leaves?
I've seen her go and gather herbs, or put more food on the tables from time to time. But someone would have to eat it all first.
Good to hear. I'm starving.
Then I...
All right.
Good luck.
Right from Ma's kitchen.
Well, I could drink the juice from a dead donkey's eyeball.
I'm so thirsty I could drink this wedding dry.
How would you lose a sword?
The ceremony will be Lord von Berghoff. Promised my ways, so I hope he will keep his word.
It would be your duty to escort. Surprised can afford a new dress made from the most expensive.
What would you like, young man? Did the food run out? Otherwise, stay out of...
Tuma says you don't...
Well, I don't.
Don't you feel sorry for...
Don't try that.
Is there really nothing...
If I give them what's left, Tuma should have just driven them away.
Take the bite.
Can you fucking believe it?
Got some here anyway.
We couldn't say no.
It's one hot dog.
It happened.
What are you doing in there? Out! This is my kitchen. Stay out of my way, please. What are you doing here? What are you looking for? There's plenty to eat outside. Get out of my way. You'll find food outside. What are you doing here? Can't you see I'm busy?
Share thee some Teufel!
I'll hammer some manners into you!
Show what you're made of! Go fuck yourself!
Quickly, for the love of God, sort out this rubble before they turn everything into firewood!
Oh, cursed luck. Well. Distinguished guests.
For the love of God. Does it have to be him?
Trust me, friend.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We need to have a word with you.
Oh. Would your graces care to sit?
I think not.
What brings you to my humble rectory, gentlemen?
Are you all packed, Godwin? I heard you got kicked.
So who do I owe that to?
You've no one.
You're wrong.
And I trust we have a... Do you know about
Aye.
Yes.
Royal Chamberlain.
You know more than...
It doesn't.
2 days.
The young lord should have been back long since then.
He should.
And now you...
That's right.
Why don't you send Hen...
That's exactly what...
All right.
Well...
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I won't rest until my nephew is safely back in Perkstein.
When should I go?
Right away.
Fuck! Did they have to lock us up in here, of all places? I have a feeling these walls are moving. The cell is getting smaller and smaller. Can you hear me? Let me out! Hey! Hear me!
Oh, give it a rest. No one's come in.
I feel like we're going to be crushed here.
Don't worry, we won't. Any crushing will be done later by the executioner.
Oh, what a relief to hear that. Listen here, I wanted to say...
Oh, yeah?
Give over.
Oh, it sounds like the great Sir Hans Capon is getting ready to apologise. But why?
Well, because I'm just sorry. Nevertheless, Henry, I wanted to say that...
All right. I accept your apology.
Thanks. So, What were you getting up to the whole time, anyway?
I was working in a mill for some Miller Crazel. I thought I'd have a nice little job hauling the odds, but there were lots of...
I've heard about Crazel too. An odd chap by all accounts.
Odd is putting it mildly. What about you?
I also stuck to what I'm best at.
What, boozing and whoring?
Ha.
You were poaching?
Only commoners poach. I was hunting.
But that's a capital crime.
Ah, bollocks!
Heaven help us.
Shh, quiet.
Have you seen Captain Thomas? Yarrick says he's in a bad way.
He's right. Them fuckers cut him up good.
Last I heard from Father Nicodemus, though, was that his wounds are healing.
Aye. Only he's been struck down by a fever. And the Sawbones is away with Sir Otto.
Good God.
Captain Thomas! Yes! He met us before.
But he's in a fever.
Oh, we'll deal with that somehow.
Leave it be.
Hey! Open up, you rabble! We're messengers from Ratai. Your captain can confirm it. Do you hear?
Again?
Those damned fools won't give us any peace.
Come on, fellas!
It's about time. Just you wait till Lord von Berghoff hears how you treat a noble.
You, come with me to the courtyard. Chamberlain says we ain't gonna waste bread on you for nothing. We've got a job for you.
What about me? I want to talk to the captain right now.
You want to talk to God, fella. You're getting the gallows for poaching.
What? But you can't hang a nobleman.
Jesus, wait! Hear that? That bell's tolling for you, mate. 12 more times, and the priest will come for you. Hans!
But you can't!
Hans, don't worry, I'll fix it! Move it!
I'm a nobleman! Do you hear me? I'm a noble! I'm Sir Hans Capon of Bergstein.
So, if you want to get out of here, you'll have to make amends and work off your debt. For a start, you can carry all the charcoal from this wagon up to the store.
Wait, though. What's going to happen with Capon?
With that madman? He was poaching, so he'll swing.
But he really is a noble.
Ain't you a bit old for fairy tales, son? If you want to do something for him, pray.
Your Captain Thomas can testify that we're envoys from Ratai. It's the truth, I swear.
Don't you say a word about our captain. They moved him during the night to the chapel at the very top of the Maiden.
Why did they move your captain to the chapel?
So he'd be closer to God. Either the good Lord will help him, or take him to his book. And our sword...
And can I go there?
Don't fucking annoy me, fella.
What?
We will not. You're not allowed.
What about my things?
That's what happens to people in jail. When we set you free, you'll get your stuff back. In the worst case, we might keep something to cover the damages you caused at the wedding. Got it?
Got it. Do you always ring the bells before an execution?
Aye, it's a local custom. They say back in the past, the local lord slept through a scheduled execution, and they had to release the condemned man. Don't worry, that won't happen today.
What happens when I'm done with this?
What do you reckon? And when there's no more work for you...
That's all?
Aye. Lord von Berghoff is strict, but he ain't a tyrant.
I'll get to work.
Good lad. Orsina the blacksmith is idle, or go down to the... And no wandering around where you're not allowed. Don't stick...
Yeah.
far as I know, all the apprentices that studied with Master Elder.
And how much of them elderberry will you stuff it in?
That wagon has to be out of here before his lordship returns.
Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in Boston.
And why wouldn't they when it's true? It'll be bad, I tell you.
I know. Seems to me it's always the same. Bad.
Saying.
Wedding like.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here.
Why, everything's gone down the latrine. I'm all ears, Master Philosopher. It's clear as a bell. Everything was fine as long as we had a king. We've still got a king. Hey. Once more, then. Nah, I'm only a...
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here.
But for sure, Chamberlain Ulrich hasn't got it easy. He's got all sorts of worries. Sir Otto travels a lot.
That's that.
On your way. I won't let you into the castle. Nothing escapes my eye, and Ulrich knows that. Nice.
How's your sister?
Fine.
I saw him, but I didn't...
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up...
Well, I'd say there's plenty of work to do around here. I'll gladly help you with something.
Aye, but...
I'm a blacksmith.
Oh, really?
Aye.
Then you might have... I'll tell you what. So fire, and there's only...
Well, the thing is...
A blacks... Well, what...
All right.
How many... Smart lad. But
One.
You'll find everything you need in the... I've even got some sketches there.
All right.
And now and when it's done... Lads!
It happens. Just...
I don't want to see any sour faces when his lordship returns. You'll be happy to see him home.
You're not permitted to be here.
Huh?
Mercy! I surrender!
Felt like doing for now.
Take me.
Now show.
All right.
Well, well, this is all right.
Come on. Get moving.
Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking.
Why wouldn't they when it's true? It'll be bad, I tell you.
No, seems to me it's always the same.
Careful.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm all ears.
It was nice. It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot
No personal experience. Well, best to drop it. Unlike my opinion about the bare magazine, someone must do a lot of stuff on his behalf.
Benny's wedding like.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here.
Snitches, nor brown noses neither.
That's that.
To enjoy the view.
I could understand.
I finished.
How should I? They told me.
Well, if you really don't...
That'd suit you, eh? None of that. Only, what to do?
So...
You can go down to the lower gate. Calder's building a gallows there. You can see if the fool is doing it properly.
All right.
It was nice.
Excuse me.
What happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, the place by the Zaharovka stream.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
Sakura!
I was told to come...
Nice timing.
No, but I'd be glad to learn.
That ain't worth a damn to me if I have to teach. I got the job of fixing up, but the whole thing... There's one broad act...
But that poacher is innocent.
An innocent poacher?
By the way...
Why, up the stairs, of course.
Yeah, but...
Then don't go there.
I could help you with that.
You could.
Sure thing.
Didn't even rob.
Here it is. Hope
You haven't made much effort with it.
Ah.
Get on with it, though. Farewell.
Here it is.
You haven't...
Ah.
Get on with... Well...
Here it...
Ah. Get on with... Well...
was him who told me.
Here it is.
Get on. Ah.
First bell. Another 11 to go. That's more like it. Here it is.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Without your help...
And then the execution would be...
I doubt...
Understandably.
Anyway, thanks. I can't afford to fuck things up today. The Chamberlain...
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even...
Uh-huh. You don't mind...
No. Such matters ain't... A fella has to know...
Would you happen to know how I can get into the Maiden?
And what would you want in there?
I want to pray in the chapel. And they don't want to let me in.
The chapel, eh? Well, I'll be damned. I know one hand by the name of Binyek that wanted into the castle too. But for a damn different reason.
And did he succeed?
Aye, he did. He climbed down into the well in the courtyard. See, there's caves under Torski, and from there... Oh, aye, but they still caught him and gave him a whipping. And when they found out how he done it, they took the cleats out of the well wall.
What does that mean?
That the next Binyek would have to jump in and not climb down.
Indeed. What was Binyek after in the...
A certain buxom chambermaid who...
I'll be going.
Aye. God be with you. Nice out today. To you. Hey, you're not allowed here.
good head on his shoulders. And most importantly, doesn't drink.
You're no saint yourself.
Trying to pull, you scoundrel?
God bless.
The second toll for Hans.
Wouldn't it be best if you left?
And get this. Miller Boschka says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the story. Floating down the river for at least a week.
Without anyone noticing.
Exactly. And that's not all. The dead man had a gold chain around his neck. Can you believe it? Someone bumped him off and didn't even rob him.
That is strange. I reckon something devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
Well, I'll be going then.
You're not going to follow on Sunday, are you? No. And nor should you. Except I don't have a bullet, and you won't lend me yours on any other day.
Go and see the priest first. If he says it's all right...
recover from it.
Don't worry, man.
But don't.
No, of course. And the next. Saw him, but I didn't speak with him. You?
Well, I could...
You could have. Then you might. I tell you so far. And there's only.
Well, the thing...
A blacksmith's? Well.
All right.
How many? But
one.
You'll find I've even got some
All right.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, lads.
What's the matter, good wife?
Because the lock on our matter.
How can the...
And then
But the black...
I know it.
Seems to me...
I wouldn't be surprised.
Can I help you?
No.
I know how to...
All right, I'll wait here.
The third toll. I'd better get moving.
Christ, pardon me.
Any idea what that was?
Are you trying to piss me off?
show your stuff.
I surrender.
Keep resisting.
Enough.
I've all felt like for no. No. All right, you. Amen.
I heard you've got a new addition to the...